Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be going through my March TBR. So, a couple things. Number one, please ignore my lip. I had like 2 cold sores last week, and then they merged into one massive cold sore, and now my lip is scabbed. So please ignore it, it's really nasty, and I wasn't going to film because I'm a little self-conscious about it. Plus I'm also really busy, but I was like, no, I will get a video on Thursday. So yeah, so you're getting this nasty video. Okay, point number 2. This is very rushed, and it's because I'm super busy right now. So I have been a tad stressed because I have so much to do, so much. And so if you're not getting 2 videos a week, I apologize. I think around the end of March I should be back to normal, kind of. But the first like week or 2 of March is going to be a bit hectic. So sorry, but you should still be getting like a weekly reading vlog, so it's okay. And that brings me on to point number 3, which they're also kind of connected, is because of the fact I was so busy in February, I didn't get the chance to make a new TBR game. And well, it's the same TBR game, I didn't get to make a new board. So I'm really sorry about that. So you're just getting a really boring normal TBR of me saying, hey, these are what I kind of want to read. But it also gives me the opportunity to ask you, is there any prompts you would like to see on my new board? Because I want to change it up a bit. Obviously a lot of the spots will stay the same, like I'm gonna have like a million adult fantasy spots because I'm me. I would love if anyone had some fun ideas, and they can be like really stupidly specific that I'm going to be like staring at it like, what the hell do I do with this? Or they can be very general and very easy to squeeze anything into. I don't mind, I like a mix of both, so do with that what you will. So let's actually talk about what I want to read in the month. So March. I have ambitious plans despite the fact I'm very busy. Also, I forgot one more thing. There is a week-long magical readathon. It's like gear up for Aurelium or whatever. And so it's week-long. There's only 2 prompts that you have to do, and I think the prompts I want to do is standalone and dark cover, I think they are. And on the same week is also the first round of the final book support group, and obviously standalone does not really work for that, but I'll try and find a sequel with a dark cover. I don't have a lot of books that are like on the last book. I have a lot of books where I'm on the 2nd book or like in the middle of it, and so I think for that one I might read for like the dark cover, I think I might read the next Murderbot book, which is actually a full-length novel, but it's still actually not that long. And then that way I'm also continuing a series. And then I think I will also, for standalone, I'm going to read one of the 2 Frederick Bachman novellas that I need to get to, though I want to read both of them this month. So that is And Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer and The Deal of a Lifetime. So I'll read one of those, or maybe I might read both of those in that week, I don't know. But either way, both of those are getting read this month because I want to do a ranking Frederick Bachman, and I only have the novellas left. Plus it's non-fiction plus the sequels, but I'm not reading them. But I'm actually nearly kind of making a whole thing out of it, because before the final book support group was announced, I was actually like, oh, for like the first week or like the 2nd week of the month, I wanted to just do a vlog where I was reading sequels. And then that got announced, and I was like, oh, that works out. So I think I'm actually kind of going to make it nearly more of a whole month thing. I'm going to try and get through as many like physical sequels as I can. But there's one other thing that I have to get to this month, and that is Gallant by V.E. Schwab. So the UK / I'm presuming also Irish publication date has been pushed to the 8th, which sucks. I wanted it so bad. But I think that actually kind of works a little better for me, because a lot of my stuff is due on like the 4th, and then I have like a couple of things due the next week, so like the week of the 8th, but not as many. And so I actually have a lot more time, so I'll be able to read it really quickly, hopefully. And I will be vlogging that by itself, and I'll probably do a mix of spoilers and non-spoilers. So I'll like do a non-spoiler section first, and then I'll talk spoilers at the end. That's how I usually do it when I do anticipated reading vlogs. I'm gonna read that. That is 100% on my list. Then, as I said, I'm kind of making a whole thing out of it, that like basically my entire month is going to be trying to read sequels. I definitely like to continue the Bonewitch series by Wrenchpekko. I give the first one 4 stars in January. I read it in TBR Readathon. This one is a lot thicker though. It's like it's over 500 pages. But I mean, they're still really quick to read because they're YA and all of that. So I would like to get to that. None of these are like definite. Then the next thing I would like to read is Kingsbane by Legrand. This one is probably more of a priority than Heartforger because I read Furyborn back in like, I don't know, August, September maybe. So it's been a while. This one is like 610 pages. So again, another really chunky one, but I usually don't wait this long between reading books, and this one I got like last May, so I need to read it. Then the next book that I want to talk about is, I think, the only like final book that I have on my TBR currently that like I'm really interested in getting to, and that is The Burning God by R.F. Kuang. So I read The Poppy War back in May. I read The Dragon Republic in maybe like November-ish, and I'm not waiting another however long before I get to this. I'm terrified. I'm terrified to see how this ends. This is 620 pages. This font is really small. And I've heard that from some people that this is the best book, and I've heard from some others that it's like a letdown, but I'm gonna give it a try anyway and see which way I fall. I think I might try and squeeze this in the week of the final book support group because of the fact it is actually a final book. But we'll see. As I mentioned, I have 2 novellas I need to read, so add those on. And then I have 2 book club picks that I need to read. Again, I might make a whole other vlog of that. I'm basically doing a lot of reading series vlogs. So yeah. So the first one that I have to read is Blood of Dragons by Robin Hobb. That is the 4th book in the Rainwell Chronicles. I just realized I haven't told you a synopsis for any of these. Well, it's too late, okay? Just Google them. I'm really sorry. I don't have a lot of time, okay? But yeah, it's the 4th book in the Rainwell Chronicles. It follows a group of people that have to relocate dragons. That was actually supposed to be the February book to pick, but it ended up being pushed to March. The live show for the 3rd book isn't actually until like the 1st weekend of March, so it has to be read in. So obviously I'm pushing the other book in. And then the other book club pick that I have to read, and I think the final book that I'm going to talk about, is going to be Call of the Bone Ships. I'm going to hold up the 3rd one because I don't own the 2nd one. I need to buy it. I'm reading this for the Backlist book club, which I am a co-host for. It was created by the lovely Cassidy. I will leave her channel link down below. So in this we follow like a ship, and there are 2 countries and they are going to war. It's like a magical ship made from the bones of dragons, and then there is another dragon spotted, and everyone is fighting to get to the poor dragon. So yeah, I've only started the 1st one and I'm enjoying it so far, so I'm intrigued to finish the 1st book and then continue. But there will be a live show on the Saturday, the 1st Saturday of March. What date is that? The 5th. Okay, Saturday the 5th. So yeah, so we have Kingsbane, The Heartforger, Gallant, You Love a Lifetime, Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer, The Burning God, The Network Effect, I think, by Martha Wells. I can't remember. All the Bone Ships, and Blood of Dragons. Those are the books that I want to read. That's a lot of books, I'm just realizing. And speaking of unrealistic plans, I just realized I haven't said something. So I am filming this before the end of the month, and I have not finished my TBR, and I do a punishment if I don't finish my TBR. I got a bit slumpy towards the end because I was doing really good. I have not given up yet because like Blood of Dragons was on my TBR, but I switched that out for the Bridge Kingdom, so that's fine. But I do have to finish the Bone Ships and Memory of Souls. But the way I do my TBR is if I finish all but one and have like made progress into the one that is left over, then it's fine. But I obviously cannot tell you whether that has happened or not. I do finish the Bone Ships because that's the one I'm currently reading, and if I start the Memory of Souls, then it's fine. And if not, I will pull a punishment in one of my weekly reading vlogs. So those are the books. I have ambitious plans. Will it work out? Probably not. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!